guys, Ardania here. So today's video is going to be my, what month is it? My March wrap up and my April TBR. Okay, so I managed to read three books in March. So actually I'm still on schedule to meet my reading goal of the year. Those of you who don't know, my reading goal of 2017 is 35 books. Last year I think I just did like 29 or something, but I'm trying my goal again. So right now I think I'm actually 1 or 2 books ahead of where I need to be to meet my goal if I were to read 3 books a month. I think that's what I had worked out. Anywho, so I read 3 books. The first book that I read was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Yes, I finally finished reading at 19 years old, I finally finished reading the Harry Potter series. So, I read that. It was good. I'm actually super excited to do all of my Harry Potter book discussions. They're going to be a lot of fun. This one was very good. The second book that I read in the month of March was The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This is the 3rd and final book in the 5th Wave series. This one took me a while to get through. I'm not gonna lie. Took a bit. It was alright. Not the greatest, but I read it. I'm glad I read it. I finally finished the series. And then finally I read After You by Jojo Moyes. This is the sequel to Me Before You. It was good. Once again, everything's falling over. Once again, not my favorite. But glad I read it. Very, very glad I read it. I need to, actually in my last video you saw, I just bought another one of her books. I really enjoy her writing, so I want to explore more of her works as an author. Okay, so those are the 3 books. I'm trying to speed through this a little bit. I don't want this to be too long. So those are the 3 books that I read in March. I'm not going to go over my insane reading list because you all know that. Nothing's changed. There's just, I've added some near the end. So right now I'm actually, just to catch you guys up, right now I am reading The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. I don't know how you pronounce it. I am 188 pages in. This is a reread because I don't remember anything that happens and I want to finish the series. So after I read this, I'm going to be reading the other 3 books in this series. The last book that you guys heard on my TBR list was The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. That's the last one. That's still in place. However, after that I have added in others. So I've been wanting to read more contemporaries lately. So I have these contemporaries. So next 3 books after that I have decided to read Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. Seen the movie, love the movie, really want to read the book. So this is going to be after The Iron Knight. So I'm going to be doing this, and then, so it's 3 contemporaries, back to back, and then I'm going to be reading Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. So I'm going to be reading that one after Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. And then finally I am going to be reading Kids of Appetite by David Arnold. So this, so I'm going to do fantasy, random, finished series, and then contemporary, and then after the contemporary I am starting my new big series that I am going to read. I'm trying to do a lot of series, but I am going to be reading the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. So I've heard really, really good things about this. I really want to watch the show. This is going to be like my new Game of Thrones, where I really, really, really wanted to watch Game of Thrones, but I wanted to read the books first, and then it took me 3 years to read the books. But I did it, and I've watched the show, and I love it. So I kind of want to do the same thing with Outlander. So I've been buying as many books as I can. I have time, obviously, before I actually get to this, because I have a lot of books in between. so I have a lot of time before I get into this, but I just want to make sure that I have all the books, if not all, almost all of the books before I actually start reading this. Just so I can read them in quick succession and I don't have to wait and forget, especially with these are fantasy, like old style fantasy, got small type and everything, so obviously a lot happens and there's going to be a lot that I need to remember. So I like to read series like this back to back, so I'm trying to buy them all. So right now, how many even are there? There are, this has like a little list of, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 8 Outlander books, apparently, according to this, unless there has been more since then. So right now I have half of them. Right now I have Outlander. The second book is Dragonfly in Amber. Then I have, oh goodness, Voyager. And then that I just picked up today is Drums of Autumn. So, oh my god, these are so big. Yeah, so this is going to be my new Game of Thrones that I am going to be reading. But that's after I read everything else that I've talked about. Yes, okay. So that is my wrap up and TBR. I have a lot. I have a lot to read, and I need to start reading a lot more. Okay, so I'm gonna be filming another video right after this. I'm going to be filming my writing vlog, so that's gonna be up right after this. Yes. Okay, so that's really all I have to say. I will be continuing videos next week. It will be The Favor Code by James Dashner. So look forward to that. I'll be doing a book discussion on it. So please comment what you thought in this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and I am Ardania, and thank you so much for watching.